Tonight we're gonna talk about abortion, and at first I would like to start with a quote from Porter Stewart, American Judge and Association Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court. Abortion is inherently different from another medical procedure because no other procedure involves the purposeful determination of a potential life. For most people, they think that abortion is a kind of backup form of birth control due to ineffective or improper use of contraception, or no contraception is being used. Based on Alan Gutter Institute of the woman having abortion, 46% did not use contraception during the month they became pregnant, and 70% never used any method of birth control. 47% have had at least one previous abortion. Using abortion as a birth control is not a healthy physical or psychologically, and this is not a mature or responsible way to approach sex. Into using abortion as a birth control, you are encouraged to rethink about your sexual decisions. You may wait on sex until you find a relationship that where pregnancy should occur once in a while. Beyond of the medical facts about abortion by the National Right to Life, women obtaining abortion are at higher risk for reproductive tract infection, inflammation of the reproductive organs, breast cancer, and also breast cancer. Plus, abortion also has some side effects, such as during the procedure of the suction. This is a method that where the doctor inserts a tube into a woman's vagina and suck out the content of the uterus, and that could create a possibility of permanent torn of uterus. On August 29, 1996, at the Democratic National Committee, Bill Clinton said, abortion should not only be safe and legal, it also should be rare. Abortion can never be safe, certainly not for the child. With all the risk and the side effects of the abortion that I mentioned before, is it also safe for the woman? No, it isn't. If the abortion is legal and people could get that easy, so can it still be rare? According to the Center for Bioethical Reform, the number of abortions per year is 1.37 million, with approximately about 3,700 abortions per day. In the book High Joy Lost Voices by Donald Church, the number of legal abortions almost double due to the court decision in Roe vs. Wade case, and also between 1975 and 1987, a total of approximately 19 million legal abortions were performed in the United States. It passed the casualty rate for the World War I, which is about 8 to 9 million, or the death toll from the Stalin collectivization around 10 million. We don't understand that how a woman can kill a life and get away with that. A woman might have a reasonable right to control her own body, but abortion does not confer on her entirely separate right to decide whether another human lives or dies. What happens if the woman did abortion and then regrets it later on? Therefore, we could carry with our plan policy that the United States should adopt the Constitution to abolish abortion, which is backed up by the 14th Amendment, which states that no state shall deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection by law. By banning abortion, no more unborn innocent babies is being killed, and women might not regret that because they did, and the woman might not regret that they killed their own children, because this cannot be done. And there are also some exceptions for the policy. The abortion can only be done if and only if that the woman would rape, incest, or for the purpose of saving the mother life. And the plan would come into effect on January 1st, 2012. With this, we can grant a life to many children, and also it can be and also it will be rarely occurs when we illegalize abortion. Based on the individual circumstance become more important as the combination of force makes access to the abortion service more difficult. The number of abortion provided in the United States has decreased, and they are not as evenly distributed geographically. Alien Growth Matter Institute estimate that between 1982 and 1985, the number of provider of abortion decreased by 5%. So, if we abolish, make a constitutional law to abolish abortion, it can reduce the number of abortion happen per year. In the book, the abortion decision of the Supreme Court in 1973 to 1989 by Dan Drucker, 12 of the abortion cases, such as Roe versus Wade, is for the court decision to decide if whether it's allowed or not. The unborn children cannot articulate to their right. They are vulnerable lives that must be protected, even if it restricts, even if there's a restriction in someone else's freedom. This is the right to protect an innocent life. So then so be it. Thank you.